I have to tell you something about this machine, this T3. Every time I put my hands on this machine, I'm more impressed. And although I have like 30 printers here, I think when these people get back from their holiday, probably get another machine. You can see this thing is pretty much flawless. This happens to be a robot part. There's no stringing between the parts here. All the surface is nice. It took a while to print this, and I'll show you that in a minute. Let's take a look at the back. This is going to be a little tough to get off the build surface, just because of the magnetic properties. Let's see what we got here. You can see these surfaces, very nice. Very nice surfaces here. This is it's also heavy too. Almost used up a whole kilogram of filament on here, about 80%. So there's probably 800 grams in here. 20% infill. Marble gray PLA by Eryone. So I'm going to do most of my heavy core body parts with this marble, because in the pictures that I seen, the renders, it wasn't like a nice clean robot color. It had like a grayish color to it, but I didn't want to just use gray. You know, I'm going to print the other parts and try to match the picture very well. So this print took 5 days. Let's see, we get a picture of this here. Well, anyways, 5 days, 23 hours, and 38 minutes. Almost a 6-day print, just running continuously on this machine. And we're still using the filament runout sensor, which typically I don't do. I try to avoid those filament runout sensors, because, you know, you had enough bad experience with something, you don't go back to it. But this one's been functioning as it is intended. But yeah, I never trust filament sensors. It's kind of like Kickstarter, you know. Every once in a while, something goes wrong, but so far it's good. This robot's going to take a long time. I'm probably going to get some more printers involved, but this happened to be the first part that I was doing. This probably is going to take about 20 print days altogether with all the hours. The 3 core body parts are several days each. This is a rat catcher that was in Boba Fett. If you do an image search, you'll see it's quite a nice little model. $26 for this model, but I think it's worth it. It's gonna be something. It was a very nice, clean model. You know, they did a lot of work. Some droid 3D modeler did a lot of work on this. It's nicely engineered model. So we're going to get this working. I have my new 3D print studio done. I'm going to take this machine out there probably when I make my next video. I think you'll be impressed with my studio. Not that this is looking all that great, but yeah. Move ahead, people. But anyways, very impressed with this machine. Like I said, I probably will pick up another one of these just because I like this machine. Very nice. It does an auto level on startup. There is a fast option in here, which would have printed this probably in 2 days something. But, you know, I don't know what they're doing to achieve fast. I know the print. I have had it in fast mode, and the thing really cranks along. I did order one of the clipper pads that recently came out, and I have another clipper pad coming. So, I mean, that's what I'm going to try to use to achieve fast. You know, I like I said, I don't know what this fast does. If it's just moving all the components faster, that's going to work out for some people. But I typically print stuff slow. High quality slow is my motto. You remember all the letters we did? These came out very well. Also, I printed these for like a few days. Those are all done. So, if you're thinking about buying this machine, all I can say is it does very well. Very impressed. Sunlu has been around a long time. I mean, I have 3 or 4 of their S8 printers, which actually, I got some big project I'm working on too that I'm going to need a bigger printer. So maybe we'll take out the S8, we'll pull it out of the mothballs and we'll do a side-by-side on that. How's that sound? I actually have an S8 still in the box too. Those were decent priced printers for what they were. Nobody was ever perfect back then in that market. I know they still make them, but I was buying them when they first came out. So very stock machine, but I had a lot of luck with that machine also. At the time, yeah, it was a nice machine at that price point. Alrighty. I am going to change another roll of filament because the other one's taking up probably about 60%. We'll hit the start button on that, and I'll set up some other machines to do some of the other parts, and we'll get the S8 out of the mothballs. Take care. Happy printing.